everybody, and welcome.
Such an effort to reach the phone to turn it on.
Welcome to Twinset and Purl's Knitting Podcast, episode
91.
I'm Jo.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're here today to share all of our knitting stuff with you.
From the last couple of weeks.
We've got some new designs, we've got some FOs, whips, we've got some acquisitions, we've got a giveaway
Later in
the
programme.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things that's happened since the last episode is that we got to 3k subscribers. And I never like to over-egg myself because like if you get 3,000 you announce it and then someone unfollows you.
Yeah, you don't tend to lose.
So now we're at the stage where a few people could unfollow us, which is usually what happens after they unsubscribe after we post a video. But it means we've got a little buffer now.
Yeah.
So we'd like to say hi to all the new subscribers and thank our lovely friends who
regulars.
Regulars, and our friends who podcast who've mentioned us in the last few weeks. You know who you are, Ruth. And Woollen Wishes. And Tabletown, I think, mentioned us.
And Beth McDonald's also mentioned us.
So so later on we'll show you the prize. Or this little gift away we're giving for the 3,000k. So that was quite so we're going to do a bit of admin and then we're going to talk about life for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
move on to the usual stuff.
Yeah. So it's beginning of April. It's Good Friday today.
Yeah.
Our husbands are in the other room and the dishwasher's on. So if that's, hopefully you can't hear it and it's not irritating to you. I'm not sure if it is. If I can drown it out somehow. Change the sound a bit, but hopefully you can't hear it. It's not too bad, I don't think. And apologies for the big red van parked outside next door.
I thought it was a post van.
No, they've got a band.
Oh right.
They park up every day and they get guitars out.
Oh right, that's exciting.
And it was not that van, it was a different van that got hit.
Oh.
Somebody just drove into it.
Oh, that's not very
And
good,
I was in the
is
other room and I thought it sounded like somebody had smacked into our front door. And this poor guy, it was brand new, it was like 75 plate.
Awful.
Anyway, so all these things happen outside my house. That's quite the most exciting thing that's happened in ages. So, yeah.
Are we doing admin? Are we doing March winner?
So we do a bit of that.
So
you've got a picture.
Yeah, we've got a picture. We have a Ravelry group for our podcast
like to join?
called Twinset and Purl Knitting Podcast, and we have a thread in there. So if you're knit, so we have two threads for things people are knitting. We haven't had a knit along for a long time, but because we're a bit rubbish at knit alongs. Yeah. I kind of forget about it, but
we give good prizes.
but
we don't really encourage people to do.
So we'll suggest other people's knit alongs that you can join in if you really want to do a knit along. So we have two threads. One is any whip you're doing, and then one thread is any of our patterns that you're knitting. Put in a picture of why you're knitting it. It's a whip. Yeah. It's a whip,
not an FO.
Not necessarily an FO, but if you do have an FO, because
people like to see them.
Some of them, particularly the Lizzie, is very quick to knit.
Yeah.
So your whip will be your FO before you know it. Yeah. So put all of that in there, and then once a month we draw a prize. We draw a name of the one that we like.
Yeah.
It's not random. It's just our favourite from that month. And that person gets a pattern up to the value of £10 from Ravelry. Now we say, we'll give you one of our patterns, but if you've got another pattern that's in your...
We say this every
time.
I think people are starting to ask for patterns.
So if you've got a pattern in your favourites that's up to the value of £10, let us know and we will gift you that pattern.
Yeah.
And the winner for March is Bevjoyk. And Bevjoy knit a Lizzie in this beautiful red yarn. And so Bev, I'm assuming your name is Bev. If you would like to get in touch, she says it's first but won't be the last Lizzie shawl.
And people have said it looks lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, message me on Ravelry is the easiest for this one, and let me know
which pattern you would like.
I'm not English. Which pattern you would like, and I will sort that out for you.
Cool.
So, pattern of the pod is being done before. So yeah, thank you to everybody who bought last time's pattern of the pod. And thanks to everyone who bought patterns with Ruth's code. We really appreciate it, because I was supposed to have a pattern release last week, and I unfortunately, I wasn't very well, so it's been pushed back. But we have published.
You've not got a cover image for your ebook.
I thought I did. But I shall sort those out. I need to make an ebook with these in as well. So, I was talking about pattern of the pod.
Yeah, pattern of the pod.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's supported us by buying patterns this last month. It's been great for us. And we hope that, especially through Ruth, that people will have found us and like our patterns and stuff like that, because I mean that's the purpose of it all, isn't it? Share the joy.
Ruth is definitely an ambassador for Twinset and Purl, and I think a lot of people, particularly the shawls, once you've knit one, you realise how easy it is to wear, and people love them.
Yeah. So this episode's pattern of the pod is going to be the April, May and June botanical yarn sock patterns, the ebook.
Sorry, that shawl is so massive around your neck. You're moving your head. Oh, like you've got one of those collars.
I also have a very sore neck, which I will tell you about in a minute. And I also have new glasses that I think make me look like I'm cross-eyed.
Oh dear.
But depending on where they are, they're magnified. My eyeballs are magnified. But I do like them.
Yeah, they're lovely.
I didn't want to draw attention to them, but I love them. So
back to the pattern of the pod.
Yeah, so there's 3 patterns in an ebook, which is the botanical. We'll link it below anyway. Botanical Yarn Sock Club 2023 Part 2.
And it is April, May and June, which were Panola Pink socks, Happy Kiss socks and the Heaven Sent socks.
Oh, I love all 3 of them. Jo's going to quickly show you each one.
So these are the Panola Pink.
Oh, I love this pattern. This knits itself.
And then we have the Happy Kiss,
which Jo told me to design. Told me to use the pattern. And these will be 50% off, no code
individual sock patterns as well as the ebook, or just the ebook?
In maybe the individual ones as well, but you'll get 3 patterns for £4.50. So
oh right,
we might as well just do the ebook. I think. Unless you've already bought 2 of them or something, let me know.
Yeah.
I love those ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to knit a pair of those. So that will be until we podcast again, which will be in 2 weeks' time, because next weekend Jo's going to the Isle of Man to see our dad, and then the weekend after that we'll podcast, and the weekend after that she's going to Tenerife because she's a jet setter.
She needs some sun desperately.
Yeah. So
although the weather in Tenerife hasn't been that great.
Yeah. So
I think it snowed.
Yeah. So we'll link, the ebook will be linked below, in the description, and it will be linked on our link tree in Instagram. But you're looking for the
2023 part 2,
and you won't need any code, but it won't say anything on the ebook either. So like we've done in the past, the pattern will just get the discount automatically. So even if somebody stumbled across it, they would get the discount until we podcast again. So I think we should just we can't talk about your effort. Can I talk about this one before I? It's kind of like that, but like because I want to get my neck out. So this is my Alexander.
Have you knit more than one Alexander?
Yes, I knitted one for Claire and John, Bird Street Yarn, and I knitted a cowl, and I knitted this because I loved my cowl.
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved
the cowl
fabric
was,
so much. So this is Zauberball edition 3 with Isaiah Baby, I think, or Eco Baby. And like a pale blue colour. I don't know if you can see.
So this is sport, is it?
And the Zauberball was called Fool's Gold edition 3, and I just love it. And so this is the Alexander, and I haven't worn it for a while. Obviously, well, it's been cold enough probably, but so I went wrong. That's how I know where the top is. This I watched.
Did you do it on purpose then?
Oh yeah. I watched Woolen Wishes. I don't know. Just carried on knitting, I guess. Just knit for the halfway. Look, I stopped. So I was watching Tracy and Kirsty Woolen Wishes. Whatever
their
night.
latest podcast.
Yeah, as soon as it came out, I watched it. I love their podcast.
And I have to say, Kirsty's hair is looking lovely. Now,
Tracy's always looks lovely.
Yeah, but not that Kirsty's hair didn't look lovely before, but when it's that short,
it's
she
really
just
nice. Really suits her.
Yeah.
And
looks so nice with the cowl as well.
Yeah. But Tracy had knitted an Alexander in rainbow with navy. That looked amazing.
Hers was a hand.
Oh, she was a whip.
Was it a hand spun?
It was hand dyed. Yarn Smiths in Festival or something like that. And then the navy blue from Yarn Smiths, which is lovely. Anyway, this used quite a lot of yarn. I think is it a medium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's a medium size. So like the 2 skein. If it's 4-ply, it would be 2 skeins. Yeah. And I love it. And seeing Tracy's made me
get it out.
Yeah. So that's what I was wearing, but will not be wearing it now.
Right. Can I put it over our knees because I'm quite cold.
Are you? Oh my goodness. And this is from Sainsbury's. It looks like a drop sleeve Tolster.
It looks like the Eyelet drop.
Yeah.
A bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to work out the pattern. I like it. They've got it's got like a slip knit with, and then have the yarn in front.
Yeah.
So this is my nod to Easter.
Yeah. Before you get on to medical things, the other podcast that we watched straight away is Table 10.
Yes.
We love them. And
we love you girls.
Their episode yesterday. Oh my god! I cried laughing.
I was watching it in the office. If you watch them, you may have already watched it. But if you don't watch them, we'll link their podcast below. And the last episode, there's an incredibly funny story about a fainting incident on a plane. So I was watching it. I don't know who had replied to me. I messaged them in the week about something else. Oh, the Swiftie and the Scholar. Have we talked about that on here?
I don't know.
And they said, have we got a doozy of a story for you on Thursday? So I knew something funny was coming. So we watched it, laughing. But Joe and I have also both fainted on planes. And I texted them immediately and said, Joe and I have also fainted on both planes, not on planes, not at the same time. And then Renee wrote back and said, Rachel needs to join the fainting on a plane, needs to faint. No, she doesn't.
No,
she does not need to
and
join
we
the
want
club.
to say, Renee, go to the doctor and get yourself checked. I was always known as the fainter.
Yeah.
And nobody thought anything of it because our mum used to faint, didn't they? They were like, oh, she's just like her mum. Yeah. And then...
Well, yours just like mum, but nobody ever found out. But
I discovered that I have it's not really a heart condition.
It is a heart condition.
Well, it's
a condition of the sympathetic
nervous system where...
vasovagal syncope.
Yeah. Where my heart stops.
Immediately.
It goes, for me it's pain is the stimulus.
Yeah.
And if I have, we've realised, period pain or
headache,
a sudden, not a headache,
no,
but a sudden, like I broke a toe and I passed out. But basically I pass out because my heart stops. It goes
we don't know what happened on the plane. We're not going to talk about the whole...
No, but on the plane I had, I think...
This is before we... Way
before.
This is with the previous husband.
Yeah, I was flying to Kenya on holiday, and I think it was a combination of the malaria tablets and they hadn't got mine. So I then was a vegetarian who didn't eat cheese, so basically a pain in the ass on an aeroplane. And they hadn't got a meal for me,
right? Even
though we'd ordered one. So the air steward was really like, they don't like putting people out or whatever. So she'd gone and got me one of the staff meals, which was like a pot noodle type thing, but rice, like a instant, kind of, yeah. And she gave me an extra glass of wine, bottle of wine.
Oh right.
As a sorry.
Yeah.
And I think I'd had too much wine and
malaria tablets. People do faint on planes.
Yeah. But apparently I kind of woke up, mumbled something to Matt. He got out of the way, something about I need to get to the toilet, took 3 steps and then passed out in the middle of the aisle. And I hit my head and my arm on somebody's armrest as I went down.
So this isn't the time when you'd have gone on holiday and you'd have been in touch with me, and like now every day you call me. Then I didn't know anything till you came back. And she came back with bruises like you've never seen.
Yeah. Well, the whole holiday people were looking at Matt as if he'd beaten me up. So I had a massive...
I am laughing.
A massive bump on the back of my head.
They should have...
I know, probably. And the whole of my arm was just a black and blue bruise. Awful. And I woke up with the air steward saying, I don't think we need the oxygen. And I was just like, where am I? What's going on? And so I lay there for a bit. Then I sat up and I went back to my seat and I said to Matt, I'm going again. So I went and lay down between there was a set of toilets in the middle of the plane, and I went and lay down between them and put my feet up in the air. And this man was waiting for the toilet and he said, can I help you? Can I get somebody? And I was like, it's all right, my husband's coming in a minute.
Did you actually faint?
I don't know, but the air steward came and they had one of their fold down seats.
Right.
And she sat on it over my head so that nobody would tread on me. And then they asked if people would move, and I got to lie down.
Did you actually go to the loo?
I don't know, but I got to lie down on a row of 4 seats for the rest of the flight.
I think you went.
Stop it.
And I can't tell my story then.
And then I had to get off the plane, obviously.
And nobody helped you? They offer you because it seemed like with Renee they were very concerned.
Well, I don't know if it was just like British as opposed to. I don't know.
Maybe things have changed since.
Yeah.
Health and safety.
So yeah, I often faint twice, which is kind of because my heart struggles to start again, which is why I now have a pacemaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a doozy of a bruise.
Yeah.
And then I was quite I don't drink on aeroplanes anymore.
It's not good for you people.
No, I was quite nervous getting back on the plane to come home. Especially then after what happened to you.
So I was flying back from New York. The time frame was that I had my second transplant, and I had is when I had the otter fur that we all loved, and we were coming home, and Mark takes sleeping tablets. He's next to me, fast asleep, and I was watching Wonder Woman.
Was he by the window?
He was by the window. I was watching Wonder Woman, and I thought, my hands went funny, like they were going, I couldn't feel them, and I thought, something's going to happen to me. I'm either going to be sick in my seat, or I'm going to, I don't know, I don't know what's happening. You know, in the world, and then the world, I don't remember that bit. I don't remember passing out. But I came round, I don't know how long I was out for, Mark was fast asleep, and I sat there for about 20 minutes thinking, really bewildered. Then I realised that I'd wet myself. If anyone too much information, just fast forward. And so I went but very fortunately, I went to the loo, and I was wearing a short I was thin then, short denim dress, and I hadn't got that wet. So I went to the loo.
How did you manage that?
I don't know, it must have got really
Did you have leggings on?
Yeah, I had leggings.
Right.
So Mark woke up when the cabin crew brought loads of blankets to put on my seat. The plane was full, there was nowhere else for me to go. So they brought loads of blankets to put on the seat so I could sit on the seat again. And they got me a black leisure suit from first class. So it was like a tracksuit, but pajamas. So, and I kept saying to Mark, oh my God, people are going to look at me. They thought she came on wearing that, and she's going, and nobody even notices you on the plane. It's like, he was like, get over yourself. No one noticed you. Bold girl with a denim dress on. The cabin crew were asking me if I'd had permission to fly. Whilst I'm going home now. Anyway, so I was sat down and fainted. And then I said to Mark,
well, I probably would have fainted if I hadn't sat down, if I hadn't got up.
Two things have happened to me for the first time. I fainted on a flight, and I've gone commando for the first time in my life in a black
How old
suit.
were you?
It was October 2018, so I was 47. And
you'd never gone commando?
No. I had my PhD before I wore a black bra and black knickers to work. I always wore white in the day. That's what good girls do. I was not a good girl by any stretch of the imagination. Anyway, so that's the two flight fainting stories.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about the rest of them.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of the rest of them.
Yes. Can I tell one more about in hospital? I fainted lying down.
I fainted lying down.
And I came round, so I was ill, had a fever, been admitted to the hospital. Of course, they don't know what's wrong with you then. I was so hot, they had a fan on me, but then I got cold, so I turned the fan off, and then I overheated again. And I could feel myself. I had my own room, but I didn't have a bathroom in the room. I had to go and use the bathroom across the hall. I'd done all that, got ready for bed, and I was talking to my friend Alex, and I said to her, I gotta go, Alex, I think I'm gonna faint. And I managed to press the bell, and I came round with an ECG things on, and like 5 people at oxygen, 5 people around the bed, this doctor like holding my hand. And I was like, what happened? And then he was stood holding my hand, and I went, I think I'm going again. And he thought I said going like I was dying. Like, no, I'm not good. And then the next day he saw, I was fine. I walked to the toilet, and he said, oh, it's so nice to see you vertical. Not horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so.
Should we save the other medical stories for...
What my port?
I
I'll just say I had it done. So all my FOs were in the first week after we podcasted. This week, not so much knitting has been done because I had this ear thing added, which has been very sore, and it was a bit like the tongue incident. I did not anticipate what I was going to have to go through to have it. So yeah, this week's been a little bit miserable. But, you know, it's much better than it was. So day by day.
And it's going to be better.
Yeah, day by day. It's going to be so much better because I can have showers and stuff.
Right.
And we were just talking to our brother, and I said, yeah, and I can swim with it, you know, if I swam.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. You get a port and you start swimming. So, yes. So that's mainly, you haven't had any, you've been working and...
Yeah, my life's been...
Even keel.
Did we do last weekend?
You had a week without Chris. Was that
Did
when
I?
you came? That was that week before.
That's time before. Last weekend... Oh, I went to the spa.
Oh yeah, you went to the spa.
Yeah, my friend Genevieve, who I knew, we were really close years ago.
She left the bank, didn't she?
She left the bank and
has children.
Yeah, and we kind of lost touch a little bit, but through a few leaving dues and retirements and things, we've caught up a few times, and she asked me if I wanted to go to the spa. She belongs to David Lloyd Sports Club, and the one in Emerson's Green, which is just outside Bristol, has a new spa. We had a lovely day. Yeah. So we had lunch. Do you want
to join David?
If I lived nearer to one, I possibly would. But
to drive to one is a bit...
Yeah, I don't... Right. I was saying to her, I've become a really boring person in the evenings, because if you leave my house, you can't park.
No.
If you get back after 8 o'clock, you can't park anywhere near the house. And
that is quite a big deal, I think.
And I just don't. So I stay in my house. I get home and I stay in my house. But it was lovely, and it was lovely to have...
I haven't been out of the house since Monday.
So we did, there's an outdoor pool and an indoor pool, and lots of different steam rooms, and a salt room, and with a big wall made out of Himalayan salt.
Yeah, they had one of those in Cardiff.
Yeah, and
it's amazing.
There was a steam room which was jasmine and orange and something else.
Was there a relaxation room with weighted blankets?
No, there were heated chairs.
Uh-huh.
So there might have been a relaxation room. No, we were chatting too much. Go to sleep.
Because I went to sleep and thought I'd woken up snoring.
But literally, we got there at like midday, and we had lunch at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but it was
nice. We had a lovely time. Then we went to Sainsbury's, Genevieve's favourite new place.
Teresa came, and you came over for the day, and we didn't record. Wasn't it? Wasn't that last weekend?
No, we recorded the day before.
What did I do last weekend then?
No, we recorded in the morning on the Saturday. Not last weekend. The weekend before we recorded in the morning.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
And last weekend.
Sorry, that's a bit loud.
Yeah. That's the dishwasher.
Apologies, everybody. Oh my goodness.
It's all right. It won't last very long.
It's the only chance we had to record, so.
And then
hopefully you can put up with it.
Sunday was just boring. Chores and whatever.
Should we get on to the knitting?
Yes, let's get on to the knitting. Lots of knitting has been done in my house. So my FO.
Can we just quickly show a picture of the box of chocolate socks?
Yeah.
Because that came out today. I'll post this later. And it's in the post. Yeah. So I designed these. We thought Easter was a good time to release this pattern because of chocolate and stuff like that. So this is actually the pattern for the Nellie and Eve Christmas box. And it's this colour work, kind of little bit of stranded colour work, and then some striping and the striping goes right down to the tip of the toe, which is quite cute. And these were the minis, and this is in beautiful Shetland sock. And Helen has some kits left. So if you follow her on Instagram, we'll link this below, but you might be too late by the time this goes up. But I've already had somebody say they'd like to knit it as a shawl, the pattern exactly as it is, colours exactly as they are, on a shawl. And then Helen posted that she's got the kits, so I don't know if she'll have gone and bought the yarn.
So this is on offer until did you see that?
Till Easter Monday, midnight on Easter Monday.
25% off with the code Easter.
Yeah. So we will put that in below because it's a new pattern release.
Yeah, and also this is going out this afternoon.
Yeah. So do you want to do your FOs when I talk about shawls? Or do you want to do it first and then I'll just do all the talking? Do you want to break me up
first and then you do all the
okay.
talking?
You don't want to break me up?
No.
Don't go to sleep though.
I'm going to get my knitting out. I'm going to do Renee and get my knitting out.
Okay.
So this is...
You can also eat a banana. If you want.
This is the... I think we're calling it the
Momo.
Momo shawl. So, or the Maureen Shawl.
Yeah. I think it's nice. That's actually quite nice.
The Maureen shawl. So we're naming it after our mum, who was Maureen Carroll. She was born on Christmas Eve.
Maureen, aka Mum.
Yeah.
Sure.
She was born on Christmas Eve.
And the carol singers were singing.
Yeah. And this is basically
the back of Joanna.
That's the Joanna shawl pattern.
Have you twisted the stitches?
I did twist stitches. And then this is the back of Joanna.
And I have to say that now she's blocked it and it's not rolling. I love it. Because it picks out the little, because it's speckled. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's variegated, because it is little blodges.
Yeah. Splodges.
But the rice stitch really picks them out. It's beautiful. And that's 2 skeins, but you ended up having to...
So I had 2 skeins and they were the same base, and I thought they were the same because they were grey, but they're different. And if you put the 2 ends together,
it's quite, you don't notice though. When you add it on, you don't notice.
So one's kind of purples and greens and rusts.
And how much did you have to do of the tip? Where did your first ball end?
There.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. It looks different. Doesn't really, does it?
No.
It's a very. I would say it's a.
So I wouldn't
enhanced neutral.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that if I'd realised I would have just striped the whole thing. But
because you do lots of stripy. You said it's not difficult.
And but I'd got to here.
Yeah.
Before when I thought, I better go and wind the other ball.
Yeah.
And then I realised it wasn't the same colour. But this is how much I had left of the other ball.
Right.
Cool. So it's possibly better to have that left over than.
Is it sock yarn or is
it's got no nylon. It's just it's
100%
BFL from
Black Elephant. That's beautiful.
And it's very deep stash. This was
that's definitely
pre-pandemic.
Yeah, that's definitely a bingo.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might have even have been pre. The big one's in February, isn't it? Do you remember we went and I had a bad back, and I think it was before I was diagnosed. Oh no, I didn't meet Gerard until after I was done.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah,
so yeah, and I think I'm going to knit another one. I've got 2 balls of a cotton zow ball in like a stone, like a very subtly variegated stone. I think I might knit one in that for the summer. Are you sure? It's not going to look like a dishcloth. Knit a nice coral one or something for the summer. Yeah, I might knit one with my 2 skeins of West Yorkshire spinners and coral. Right, it's beautiful. So what's happening with this? So the pattern will be written, and
we've currently got 3 in testing.
Yeah, so I'll probably do a test call towards the end. No, maybe when I get back from Tenerife, which is the very beginning of May. So cool, around about then.
Because we'll have the next show we're going to is Big Flock.
Yeah, I'm designing a shawlette for Big Flock. We will show a bit more nearer the time when we started knitting it.
And you're designing something new.
What?
I don't know if it was fluff or.
I don't think people need to see.
Oh, right,
okay. Or wait for us to find a bit of fluff.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of new designs coming. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to take with me to the Isle of Man. I'm hoping to get the Big Flock one done before I go to the Isle of Man. And then when I come back from the Isle of Man, I'm going to do Beth, the one that Beth.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to show you the colours.
And take that to Tenerife.
Yeah. Be able to show you the colours when I come back.
So I have got 3 socks and 2 shawls, I think. Yeah. So I finished the Benedict and Sophie socks, which has this panel of cables and lace.
Oh yeah, this is when you were working out the reverse. I
did it wrong. So I think I talked about that.
Yeah, you did.
I had to redo the cuff a few times. But they essentially, it's like it goes diagonally across the front of the sock.
Nice.
And
I think that's really nice to have that mirrored.
Yeah, and the other one's mirrored.
And the yarn's gorgeous.
And this is from Curated Yarn Co. And I now need to block them, take photographs, finish the pattern with the photographs in, send her a picture to show her, let her know that what day they're going to come out.
Yeah.
And so I think they're going to come out 2 weeks from today, because I only just released the pattern.
Yeah.
Give people a bit of let them forget me. Yeah, so these will be the 3rd pattern for season 4.
What's the most cables you do in a row?
2.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
Because it's repeated, so it's a 16 stitch repeat.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's very addictive, and it's got a folded cuff. Ooh. So that will be coming out. I am going to write the pattern up for the shorty sock, and when I was talking to Maggie, my lovely friend Maggie, she suggested that instead of it being free, we sold it for £1, and the money goes to a charity, which I would prefer it to go to Maggie's. And so it might get still be seen by lots of people.
Yeah.
But it's still quite vanilla-y. So I don't know. Because I'm going to show you in the acquisitions what my thoughts for the Myloma sock this year. So yeah, I think we should do something sock for Maggie. We've got one sock for Maggie, haven't we? The Maggie sock.
Yeah.
I did off your shawl. So it's not really good. But I think that's quite a nice idea. But let us know what you think. Obviously, I'll show you these.
Could you call it the mags?
Yeah, the mags. No, I was going to call them the marshmallow shorty socks. There's no
Marshmallow socks, really?
People have all gone a bit flamboyant. It's got marshmallow in the title,
Yeah.
but not just marshmallow. So I'm going to call them marshmallow shorties.
Yeah.
So wow. Can't wait to use what's left over in something. So these are my. This was August's club, Escapism Through Yarn Club from Mamie and Florrie, and it was the August bank holiday, British weekend. Meet me in somewhere by the sea, next to the sea, somewhere next to the sea.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's this micro striping fluorescent spiral that is just gorgeous. And look at the look at the gusset on that one.
Yeah.
So on this one, this is the second one, that's the top of the foot.
That's the bottom of the foot.
And the bottom of the foot is plainer. And then it goes back into the spirals. And then the toe is like that. But yes, I love it. Obviously, she does not dye them. She was dyeing some of them again.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's dyed this. This one has come up. But, you got the
Wells.
Wells.
Meet me in Wells next to the sea.
And so they're lovely. And those are just my vanilla.
The heel flap is gorgeous.
Yeah. 64 stitches, 2x2 rib, 60 round leg, wedgie toe, normal toe. And this is only my third pair of vanilla socks this year. So I don't know, that doesn't mean anything because I think I've done 9 pairs of socks this year so far.
How many sweaters have you knit?
Shawl influencer.
How many sweaters have you
If
knit?
you designed that bloody Lizzie, I'd be well ahead.
You've knit quite a few.
I haven't knitted any sweaters. I finished this. I done my stripy raglan, fluffy,
Yeah.
and I finished the sleeves on the yellow.
Oh right, sorry, excuse me. I thought you'd knit the yellow one this year.
No,
Oh right.
I have got the yarn to start. I think I did show them over here last time.
Yeah.
To start with. Yes, and then the last pair of socks are what I've been calling the blanket weave socks in the
Very cute.
FUCK Cancer 2.0 that Renee from Table 10 gave me as a present. And I've got leftovers of this, which I'm going to use. I've got some murky green fluff. I'm going to knit something.
How much have you got for 40 grams?
Yeah. Simon Lizzie. It's already in my brain. Don't you worry about it. So these are a very simple pattern of knits only rounds, knits and purls, and I've now had an idea to use this pattern.
The rib is amazing.
I'm going to use this pattern with sequins, hold sequins with the purl ridges, because purl bumps really show up the sequins well.
Yeah.
And when we get to acquisitions, you will see the yarn I've chosen for the socks and the sequins I've chosen for the socks. And then we're going to do a one skein shawl this time with this pattern on as well.
I think I'm going to knit these.
In the sequin.
No, I'm going to knit these.
And
you're doing this as a pattern?
yeah, I'm going to do this as a pattern.
And the sequin.
Oh, with the sequins for
right. I see. Sorry,
I'm going to.
People, I'm being a bit thick.
I'm going to stagger. I think
you can either do it with or without sequins.
Yeah, so I'm going to stagger.
No,
okay. I'm going to knit 2 pairs though.
I like it.
I'm going to knit a plain pair in a tonal and do sequins.
Yeah.
So people can see the difference. And of course, I'm not going to do sequins on the foot. So, but they're going to be called the Shimmering Beautiful Socks, which is a Taylor Swift lyric, but I don't know whether to, if there's going to be a problem. They can maybe take it down, can't they, if they ever found it. Anyway, I'm not claiming, the money goes to charity, so yeah, so they're going to be the Shimmering Beautiful Socks with the sequins.
This yarn's amazing. I can't stop staring at it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. So I couldn't decide whether to try and get some purple, but I think I need something to bring out everything else. So green, I thought about this, trying to match just something that's got a very little, small amount in there, but it definitely goes because...
Or cream. It goes because... Oh, I'm really sorry.
Or grey.
Yeah.
It goes because there's so many colours in it. It's beautiful. So yeah, so I finished those. And...
Oh, I love them.
Yeah. So now the next the plan is now to do, so I've got socks on the heels I can't show you because we've got a collaboration with someone for something. And I started a pair of socks in the whips that has become a design. But I do want to start the Lady Violet characters socks for this season. So that's going to be the next thing that I do quickly because Myeloma Awareness Week is in June, so I've got till then to get all that done.
And it's not the beginning of June, is it? It's one.
No, it's like the 3rd week of June. So these are finished, but the ends.
I was going to say
the ends haven't been sewn in. And I almost was going to wear this. I got like a top that goes. This is one you've seen. You've seen both of them. So this is my Lizzie page.
Oh yeah, we showed this.
Which so Jo'd unpicked.
Oh yeah.
Jo'd a bit back for me, and I think I just got past the middle.
You were around. It was starting to
look like that.
Yeah.
Side. Yeah. So I finished that because when you get onto the last section, it's very quick.
It's like W.
It's like tiger stripes.
Yeah, it's lush.
So when you wear it in the front, like you don't really see the pooling. You just but you see these beautiful coloured scallops, flashes of colour. And this is Mamie and Florrie's merino singles in the colourway Dubrovnik Sunset, and she had some of this in her shop the last time I looked. It's pretty.
And as you haven't sewn the end in, show you how they have to do the ends.
Oh right, okay.
So the Lizzie ends with the scallops, and you get like a little flat bit where you cast off your final 6 stitches. And all you need to do, all I do, is I get this bit and kind of fold it there,
and then
use this bit to sew it.
Yeah. And then the front, the beginning,
slightly tack it down.
You do the same.
So you kind of bring the clusters to the very edge.
Yeah. And the same with that end as well.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you about that, didn't they?
They did.
So yeah, we've had quite a few random emails lately that aren't really things that we as designers think we should have to deal with. Like we don't know how to help you download our patterns. They come as a PDF. We're not sure, we don't know about your system, we don't actually know about much about that. So if you buy it from Ravelry, which you can only buy them from Ravelry, we don't really know. We don't really know how
to
to
dishwasher
help you.
People. It's not somebody's gargling.
It's not our stomachs
in the background.
So I can't help you print them either, because unless you live in my street, then I'd go and help you. I would help you if I could, but if you're living in a different country, can't help you print it. Yeah. So those are the main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple where somebody had seen a mod that somebody had done of one of my patterns and then was asking me about it. And I was like, I'm really sorry. If you've messaged the person and they haven't got back to you, I don't know
What they did.
what they've done. And my pattern is my pattern. So,
Yeah.
I mean, today somebody's messaged and asked, could they do a Lizzie in double knitting and roughly how much yarn would it take? And I have not done one, but the lovely Angela from Angela Makes has, and she messaged me and gave me the information. So I can relay that information
to somebody else.
But, you know, in the instance where you've not done it, or like Rach was asked a question about a pattern
That isn't even my pattern.
and you haven't knit it either.
No, I just think they thought maybe I had experience.
Yeah, so we'll help where we can, but
It's not always going to be right though.
it's not going to be right, and it's also not going to be necessarily as soon as you want it.
No, because especially if you go on Ravelry, because I don't.
Yeah, so you
look at my messages very often because it's usually just people adding me as their friend.
Yeah,
which I love, to be your friend. I don't know what actually happens on Ravelry if you're someone's friend. Anyway, I've also finished my Simon Lizzie in my Polaroid and sage mohair from the Polaroid 4-ply is yarn ink. Yeah, and the mohair is from Ted Knits UK, called in the colourway Sage, and it is the softest. I don't know where he gets his mohair from, but it's beautiful. So I shall be posting some pictures of this because Ted. But also, Jo is I'm going to tell her what I did, and she's going to
add it to the pattern
because we are doing a sample I am knitting a sample for Amy from Mamie and Florrie to take to
Wonderwall.
The one in Edinburgh.
Oh, Woolly Good.
Yeah, she's going in a 3 weeks, two and a bit weeks.
Isn't it the week?
It's 2 weeks today.
Yeah.
And I shall show you that in a bit but this is obviously finished because the ends aren't in.
And it needs a block.
It does need a block, but it is very cute.
Yeah. I found with the one you made me that I couldn't leave it just like that. It would fall off because it's so slippy. So the mohair is really slippy.
Hold it a bit closer so I can see.
But I think when you block it, you'll get a tiny bit more length.
So you could do one without mohair as well. You could do two, like Jo's pattern, 2 4-plies.
Yeah.
And you could do a mini one. And I was thinking for the summer, people might like to knit mini ones. This is why we're going to add it to the pattern.
Yeah.
We were thinking of doing it as a separate pattern when I was going to add in the marling of the mohair. But we're going to add it free and you can do your own marling.
Rachel, did you describe it on here, what you did? So that people could...
Well, in this, it's a very small, short pattern, so you can work out how many rows you're going to do.
Yeah, and then
divide it by the number of colours times 2.
So you split it in half because you've got stripes. Because you're only doing mohair on...
Oh, right, repeats, I meant.
Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, so number of repeats.
And then, I think mine was like 10 of each. So you hold you hold the mohair double. This is mohair held double. And then you drop one and join in the next one. So you've still got 2 strands of mohair. And you gradually work across. But Jo's got that one at home. So.
Yeah.
But your cowl is just there. Which is Jo was the first one with that's what inspired me to do it.
So yeah, this started with.
But you haven't put that anywhere. You haven't
No.
told anyone how to do that.
No.
Yours is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 repeats.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That would go with mine.
Mm.
I love that yellow. Yes, so that will be, so the numbers will be added to the,
Yeah.
because I literally, even though it's Lizzie, it's only, it's Lizzie, it increases like the Lizzie, the numbers, but I just did it as sectioned, miss out section 1, so we can write it from your pattern.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my apples.
Yay.
I'm going to cast on some vanilla socks today.
Whips.
And just...
Right, so I've got one new cast on. And
I've acquisition.
I've basically worked on
I'm going
everything.
to put my acquisition on the floor.
Okay.
So I can get mine.
I've worked on everything that I have, apart from one sock.
I've not worked on my
One
Simon.
sock got no love.
Unfortunately, other Simons have taken over.
So I took this to work one day. This is the Freya in mohair.
Beautiful.
Freya is a 4-row pattern, and in the main pattern
Christmas?
for it, I think so, I'm not sure. In the main pattern for it, you stripe it with mohair and a fingering weight. But as I was knitting it, I thought that would look really nice just in a mohair. So you see the little star stitches.
Yeah. Because it kind of makes it more dense in
Yeah.
that space.
And then and it's in this
Is that from
beautiful
Botanical Yarn?
mode. No, this is Wandering Flock that I got in Brooklyn, at
General.
Brooklyn General. And it's the colourway Hundreds and Thousands.
Oh, it's so delicate. That's so super soft.
Yeah. But it's actually,
Is it mohair?
it's mohair, but it's 80% mohair and 20%
Wow.
silk.
Must be really good mohair.
Yeah. But it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hundreds and thousands.
And how far into the pattern is that? Is it the same size, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not going to use it
Still
all,
section.
are you?
No, I'm thinking of doing it like Lizzie's length.
Mm-hmm.
It's section 1. You
Right.
get to so many stitches, and then you start
Right.
But I don't know whether to do Lizzie I might do Lizzie numbers.
Yeah. You increasing every 4th row?
This is every 4th row
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, just do Lizzie numbers.
And then you probably knit 5.
Yeah. I can give you some sage. And
Yeah.
you can give me some
Yeah.
of that. Beautiful.
So
I've got a goddess on my needles.
yeah, I took this to work one day because it's such a nice little short row.
Yeah, doesn't it? If somebody talks to you, you can just
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. But I did go wrong,
Yeah.
and I knit an extra row of stocking stitch, and I had to pick back because somebody was talking to me.
Oh, that's not good then.
No.
That's why you need vanilla socks.
Yeah. I also
Alright.
took my sock to work one day. So
So you don't need to.
I had yesterday, in fact, was the day I took the sock.
Because sometimes.
I had a lovely day. I was doing training, listening to an American man talking to me knitting. Well, I knit.
Sometimes though, I even if I'm just talking to Maggie, I can't do the decreases on a toe without going wrong. So
Yeah.
vanilla is the way. Right. So my goddess is living in one of my Amazon pouches, and
I
I've
didn't show my bag. And this bag, I got lots of comments in the office. People
Yeah.
loved it. It's a little grey girl sock
Oh, we love her. Oh,
sock
I
bag,
got one in that pattern.
and it's beautiful,
I
isn't
might need
it?
one in that
Yeah.
pattern.
It's so nice because it goes with
Mm.
everything.
It does look like there's spilled coffee on it. Doesn't it? Have you spilled coffee on it?
No. Don't think so. I don't. Love it.
So I ummed and ahed about this, what yarn to use. And I ended up with this, which is, did I show you this last time? The yarn I was going to use?
I don't think so.
This is Sirdar Snuggly in it's cashmere merino silk.
Do they still make this?
Yeah, I just got it from Amazon.
Oh, right.
Just hopped into my bag.
It's
Into my basket.
reminiscent of a Sublime.
Yeah.
Our Debbie Bliss.
Yes. But it is... Oh. And there's another bit. It is 75% extra fine merino, 20% silk and 5% cashmere. So I would not call it...
No,
I would
it's
call it
merino
silk
silk
cashmere.
Yeah.
That's a marketing ploy, have I heard one? It does feel very nice though.
Yeah, it does.
And when I started knitting this, I was a little bit worried because you're only holding the mohair single, the difference in the I-cord, but I love it now because it's like a little picot edge. But I'm doing the iris and I'm using this mohair from the Wool Kitchen, but I can't remember that it was in one of my Divine flower cowls. I bought it to do my version that I kept, I think. She gave me a mini, I think, from hers. Anyway, we'll find out. It's in my note. It's in my book, so we can find out. So there's eyelets and there's star stitches, cluster stitches, and I love it. I haven't done very much, and thank God that Jo has another test, lovely Caroline, who's also testing, because
still got a few weeks.
I've got a while to do it, but other things have taken over my abilities, and I've nearly finished section 1.
That's all right.
But I do love it more than. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Ruthie. And I hated that. I just hated knitting that with a vengeance. But this, I love it.
You're so funny.
And I love our little Iris Grace.
Yeah.
So, our little rainbow baby. We think about her when we think about Iris. She's a hellraiser. Definitely the boss. And we...
Shall I break? I don't know, I've got lots of shawls.
I've got another shawl.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shawls and a sock and a sweater.
Are any of the shawls linked?
Yes.
Right, you do that then. Do as many as you can that are very similar. Are you doing more goddesses?
No. I've one.
Oh yeah, this one.
Same.
2 are the same. But you'd stopped doing this one and started the 2 colour one.
Yeah.
So you've seen this one before, the scrappy.
So I'm into the middle on the scrappy.
Which way round does it go?
This way round.
That's the back, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm into the middle on the scrappy one.
This is the Doctor Who scarf for Jodie, not for the man. It's the female doctor's scarf.
It looks cool, doesn't it? On the screen.
Yeah. So it's not the same. It's a cluster stitch, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not the same.
Not the same. It's a 3-stitch cluster stitch.
Right. I like this green. I think that was that Musselburgh that you.
Yeah. And then I picked my colours for the next.
Well, that's what you showed on Instagram.
For the next section. And I showed it on Instagram. I'll stick it together.
Apologies for that. We had little technical difficulties.
So
Jo was just showing you her little balls.
So I've come up with my next. So what I'm doing is I'm having a pale background and then a and a bright,
Yeah.
and then a muted and a bright, and a muted and a bright, and a muted and a bright, and then we'll see what happens the other end.
I love that one. Oh, just need to remember. I'm trying to remember which one it was, what yarn it was. I think that was the birds.
You said
botanical yarn.
You said birds.
No, I know. I think it's botanical yarn now. Looking at it.
Yeah. So I've been doing a little bit on that. We'll take our time to put him back in a minute or two after we finished. And then this is the.
You've shown this as well, haven't you?
I have shown this one. This is the 2-colour version of the same shawl.
So that was all from minis that I gave you for Christmas.
No, it was your sock scraps.
Yeah, I made them into minis for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I like these.
And then this is
that a
Lily Put White?
Yeah.
This is the same pattern, but with two colours. And the 2 colours that I've chosen are Freedom from
Freedom.
from Fruitful Fusion, which is this beautiful speckled yarn.
Oh, so why does your
And
yarn
then-
always look so matte?
And then this is Regia Yak, Silk Yak, no, Regia Merino Yak.
It's so nice because the back is just as nice.
Yeah.
So when you wear it, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Well, obviously you want to wear the front, but
Yeah.
if the back shows, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So
And because it's garter, the one stripes garter, it looks like like one row.
Yeah.
I really like it. What's
And
this one going to be called?
I
the
don't know.
Scrappy.
It's the Scrappy, but I don't know.
2.0. This is just a
It needs a
version of
name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I was talking to somebody about which family members haven't got a shawl yet, and I was thinking about Auntie Anne. But
Was she Scrappy?
no, I don't think she was. Who would be Scrappy?
Naomi? Our cousin Naomi.
I think this is more Naomi than.
Yeah, our cousin Naomi's 12 years younger than us. She lives in Australia now. But when she was little, she used to stand on the gate at the end of their garden, and it was a lane, and people would walk past, and she'd say, "I come your house. I go your house." Surprised she wasn't whisked away.
Yeah. See me liking it.
Yeah. She was like a little boy.
Yeah.
Short hair. To cut her hair.
Yeah. So, and that's the little fish.
Oh, it's beautiful.
From the raw wool.
Yeah. We follow each other now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Love it. Can I have this one?
Maybe if I can have those.
We'll
talk about it. Yeah. So I've been knitting on both of those. Cool. You doing your
What are your
shawl?
other ones?
Dark purple and new.
Oh, right. I'll talk about this one then. It's in a bag because it's very fluffy. And I got a fluffy stomach. So I put it in a bag.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So this is the yarn that Amy sent me to knit the mini Simon. You're going to be able to get 5. And this is how far I've got. The yarn arrived on Wednesday. And I wound it and I started. And I haven't done any today because I was just getting round to it when you arrived.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. And together they look.
Yeah,
really
together
different,
it
don't
looks pale blue. Makes the lilac look pale blue
Yeah.
when you see it back like that. But close up it does look lilac.
they? Yeah.
But it is just, I bought myself some prim Let's move that out of the way. Crinkling. So yeah, so I think I'm on the middle. Yeah. And a couple of repeats into the middle.
That's gorgeous.
It is just beautiful.
So
And
this yarn is what?
that's alpaca fluff. The labels are inside.
So alpaca fluff is 100% alpaca.
Yeah.
Baby Surrey alpaca. And that colourway is called Lilac Coats at the Paris Metro.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
That is my colour of the moment.
Yeah.
And
this one is...
we were discussing, the aqua
mint. So I would say it's mint.
Right.
Was that was mint?
Yeah.
It's too not turquoise enough to be aqua,
Okay.
in my opinion. Jago Scooters at the Arc de Triomphe on Adventure Sock, which is Blue Faced Leicester nylon. Oh, she's got some good quality card on her.
She does.
On her ball bands.
Yeah. So I actually wound these on my ball winder because I normally wind my yarn by hand off my Swift, but by hand in the living room. But I did not want that going everywhere.
No.
So yeah, and then so obviously we're friends with Amy and I get to keep the rest of it. And we were discussing whether that if you started with a different colour, would it look different?
So you're going to start a bit with the other way
I'm
around?
going to start with the fluff.
Yeah.
But I love it so much.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to get this in the post on Tuesday to Amy. So
Yeah, you're going to need to start the second one so you can compare them though.
take a pick. I will start. I
Yeah.
want to knit. I want to knit. This is all I want to knit on, and I want to knit straight away. The second one. So, and I'm using Amy's progress keepers that you get with her yarn in the club, and cute, all good fun.
Really cute.
This is
My
Simon.
hair is really irritating me today. I keep looking at it. I apologise.
Joe, don't. So Simon
If it was
is
tied back, I would probably have easier time with it. Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Simon brings if you want to pick me up, knit a Simon brings joy.
Yeah.
And so it's joyful, and look at it.
That is so gorgeous.
And it's wee.
Yeah.
So it's going to be done and wearable.
And I think if you've got lots of Simon combo ideas, what a way to
for the summer.
get through
I think
them. Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to just put it there so that
I've got that.
But I'm keeping it in my Bird Street bag that I got at Big Flock. I think it was Big Flock.
Can't remember. It's either that or the
Southern. I think it was the Southern actually. After Big Flock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to clean. I'm gonna have to roll it, lint roll with.
Yeah. So I bought that cotton merino.
You bought the
olive.
You bought that one.
Yeah.
And I bought this one. That was Southern.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I bought that cotton merino from Knitting for Olive. That would be perfect for a summer.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with my bag.
It would go with your bag, but it would be perfect for a summer Simon as well.
I want pink and mint. I've got yellow fluff. Not with mint. Yellow and lilac. 2 fluffs. Somebody knitted 2 fluffs in your test knit.
Angela makes.
Angela, you're a fool.
She's ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Oh, and look what I've got in here. You've got these as well.
Yeah, mine are on projects somewhere. I don't have many free. Was that with the yarn? Or was that... No, because it's this leopard print one we've got, haven't we? So what do you call a group of progress keepers?
Right, So this is.
You showed this.
I've shown this, and I've just knit a bit more.
What needle's that?
It's a pony. Ran out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm out of chowgies.
You cannot be. You've got no tips and.
I've got the quads, but I've got to find a cable. I didn't want to move on to the quads halfway through, just in case the tension.
Well, you need to finish something then, because.
Yeah, I do.
But now you're knitting on this, so.
Yeah, this could be Annie.
Yeah.
That can be Naomi.
Yeah.
And this can be Annie.
Yeah.
So, this is another knit and purl pattern, which is very, very simple but very effective. And
I would like to see it in a lighter colour.
Yeah. This is Dark Purple by Belinda Harris Reid on her merino silk. This is 50% merino, 50% silk, and it's beautiful yarn.
I saw on her Instagram in the week that Truly Hooked Rarity has been dying for her.
Yeah.
Nice. I like her yarn.
So yeah, that's really...
And that's going to be a 2 skein?
Yeah,
or 1 skein?
2 skein. And it's just really simple, and I just sit and...
You're getting ready for the winter, are you? Yeah. With 2 skein shawls.
Yeah. And I made that progress.
I think that...
I made this progress keeper out of some little chip.
I do think that people like simplicity, that it's like bang for your buck, in that it looks good, but it's actually very simple and enjoyable to knit. And then the other people who want more technical things, like there's some people who've never knitted lace, and so it's nice to have patterns that aren't.
Yeah. So this is, I'd be interested to see it in that kind of yarn.
Yeah, because it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When there's purl bumps, what gets that really, the colour really
but it's quite
stands
in
out.
a plain tonal. It's quite sophisticated, I think.
No, I mean, to me that looks black, that yarn, and so it'll be perfect with.
Yeah. We hold it against black. Black.
Oh yes, you can see difference. But it looks more like charcoal, charcoal grey.
Yeah.
We
But this is a really annoying needle.
yeah. So you need a shorter one. Let me give you one.
Yeah.
I've got a birch, but with a 60cm cable. And Joe's keeping that in. What's that needle in there then?
That's the hat needle, which is I find really irritating. I can't knit as fast.
So you need shorter tips.
Yeah, it's a hat needle.
Yeah.
Which is all right when you're knitting a hat, round and round, but when you're knitting a shawl, for some reason it slows me down.
Right. Okay.
It's I don't know if it's I don't know if it's psychological, but
because that prim is almost as annoying for that size of a shawl. I mean, it's nice. They're nice to knit with.
Yeah.
But the cable can be annoying.
Yeah. That at least that is straight.
It's actually
does that.
It's more annoying when it's got the things on the end and you can't get it through the. It's got the stopper on the end.
Yeah.
And the thin cables going all over the place. So I've got an itchy eye.
And I've got that in my Twinset and Purl Maggie bag. So this is the grey and orange that we donate £5 to Maggie's every time somebody buys one. It's 25? 20 pounds. So it's about 25 with postage.
Yeah.
And then we give
depending on where you live. If you live in America, it's more.
Yeah, we give £5 to Maggie's, which.
And then this is the other type that we sell in that size.
Yeah.
So that's black with like a sagey grey stitching. So it's embroidered on. If you haven't seen them before.
And we are thinking of doing some limited edition in that size.
Yeah.
With the date on.
Yeah.
For Myeloma Awareness Week this year. And when are we going to organise those?
Soon. We won't get too many.
No. They will be limited.
Yeah.
But it would be orange on natural, won't it? Because they don't do grey.
They do
in that size.
They do black or natural, yeah. So we'll get natural.
Natural with orange and the date and the year.
Yeah.
Can we get a quote?
I know. I was thinking what.
We'll think of a quote as well. Right, I've got one
Lynn,
more shawl.
this is your job.
Yes, find us a quote. Lynn.
The best one, the best Twinset and Purl quote. What's in there? Another shawl. Let me just show my sock, and then
Okay.
because I might have a.
Because I've got a sock after the shawl, so if I do the shawl, then we can do
your
socks.
shawl. Yeah, I've got a surprise for you.
This is in my Bird Street bag that I got at the Southern.
You and Maggie got one, didn't you?
Yeah. And I wanted the pink, and she went for
Green.
green. Yeah.
But it really, like the cord makes the
changes changes the emphasis. It's amazing what colour does, isn't it? So this is
Joe. This is Joe's favourite at the moment.
this got the cherry needle.
Favourite child.
Yeah.
That's what she wants to knit on.
And I picked up this yarn at Waltham Abbey in Pigment and Ply's bargain bin.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And
merino mohair.
Yeah, and I'm striping it because
You're scared.
no, they're very slightly different,
Right.
and you can't tell
No.
in the stripe. But if that was
Yes, it's like yellow.
if you had one half and one half, you could.
Mm.
I'm not sure even on.
You can. I can see that.
Yeah, there's just a very slight difference, and it's called Loire, I think.
Sorry, what's the eye?
It's from Pigment.
Can you see which pattern it is?
Pigment and Ply,
People, can you see?
and it is Loire 56 superwash merino, 44 mohair, single ply, fingering weight, 366 meters per 100 grams.
Joe is doing.
I am doing
A 2 skein.
a
full size.
a big iris,
big girl now.
big iris. Yeah, and I've steamed this bit,
Yeah.
but I've not steamed that bit at the
Right.
top.
Oh, it's beauteous. Yeah, it doesn't look as the mohair really opens up that bit.
Yeah.
I swear mine looks bigger between. Yeah. Like there's more gap between the flower.
Yeah. But I love it.
It's
And I love the
beautiful.
colour.
Oh, it's perfect in that colour. This is almost the colour of my yarn I'm going to knit my next Bridgerton sock in. I need to make a list, I think, what I need to do.
So I'm loving this. I'm on section 3, and it's going to be a different pattern. It's going to be a separate pattern. It's not going to be sold with Goddess Iris, because the charts need rewriting for it to work.
And it's a lot more work, isn't it?
And it's a lot more work. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Had you started that last time?
No.
Oh, you brought the yarn to show.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking about the difference. After the last incident, it made you think.
Yeah. So, I love it.
So I've got a little surprise for you.
Oh, right.
It's not finished. But it does have a cherry needle. Oh, my knee is so much better. Thank you to everyone who's invested in my...
I haven't asked about your knee for a while.
My knee is
I've been asking about your neck.
my knee is very stiff, but it's much, much better. Still quite solid where I hit it, but let's face it. A lot of me landed on it. So this is a Maggie Lizzie.
cute.
Yeah. It's in Polaroid, which we have mentioned already. Still
going.
And Nautilus from the Benedict socks.
Oh, yeah.
And that is Bird Street. And that is Yarning.
Oh, it's lovely.
And so you join in the second colour so that you get the reverse, the garter stitch, but you get the reverse of the stripe. So on the back, it looks stripy, and then on the front it looks like this.
Because that's my favourite.
Yeah, and you get a stripy I-cord, which we love. You get a stripy slip stitch, which we also love, and then you get this little, it's got a little tiny edging, which has a central, not a central double decrease, but it is a double decrease with yarn overs. And because that's stocking knit and purl, you get, it's the right side. The colours are, yeah, very easy to count your rows, very easy to remember, 4-row repeat, and just thought I'd do it.
What happened there? Oh, there's a darker bit in the
Yeah.
Polaroid.
Yeah,
It just looked like there was
like I'd joined it in the yarn
Yeah.
or something. No, just as it is, as what's happened.
Oh, you can see it, there's bits further up.
Yeah.
as well.
And there's a darker camel, well not camel, caramel kind of
Yeah.
colour there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I can have,
When did you do this?
this week.
Oh, right. Not before you...
No, I cast it on, I think I cast it on Monday to take with me.
And that is a short.
Yeah, so I woke up really,
Are they?
you know when you have to go into hospital and you're going to have a surgical procedure, you have to wash it and that horrible stuff and wash your hair and everything. And we had to be there, and we got there early, as you can imagine, with my husband. But I thought I'm going to take something that I don't have to think about or has fluff involved. No, I don't. So I've got my shorty socks, I've got this, and I think we might just, when we get, well, there's quite a lot bit to go, but it would do I was thinking about like a stripe or a heel or a toe in some blue socks.
Yeah, nice.
Or something. Because when you love, and when you've got a memory, like when you remember buying it, you can,
That's gorgeous.
yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So it's a surprise for
You're going
you.
to do a mini Cecil.
That would be good,
Cecil
wouldn't it?
Lizzie.
I am. While you're in Tenerife, I'm going to do a Cecil Lizzie because I've got a few things to finish before.
You've got one in it for Big Flock.
Yeah, and I've got Wonderwool
Yeah.
and whenever the goddesses are coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I want to cast on my rocket tee and that Cumulus blouse. I bought the pattern. Right, socks.
Socks.
Go for it.
I Kitchenered toe and started the second one. Whoop whoop.
You on a blocker?
I think he's been on a blocker before.
Well,
Doesn't show a blocker
I've not
again.
seen him before. There we go.
Yes, yeah.
Might be their first episode.
I don't know what we're going to call this either.
Wowzers. Call it the one and only.
What was his name?
Chesney Hawks.
Chesney Hawks.
The Chesney socks. You, yeah, I don't know if you're going to design many socks.
No.
You can have a test knit.
I guess. It'll need a
So
test
it's-
knit, won't it?
It's like a ribbed, like a mini cable ribbing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't use a cable needle,
I don't.
but it's not done with twisted stitches.
No.
It is a cable.
Yeah, people could use a cable needle.
And the yarn is luscious. Luscious.
Oh, I've gone wrong there.
And what yarn is it, Jo?
It's Little Grey Girl, Silky Yak.
Oh,
I've gone wrong. I'm
Have
not
you?
picking back.
Oh. I think it's in only one spot, not the whole way
not
round.
the whole row.
I think
that,
it's
just that one.
but they're going to be bed socks.
Well, they're going to be in-house
Socks.
socks.
Yeah.
For me, this
What
yarn.
was I going to ask you?
Oh,
then?
I think the silk is strong, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I've never used it for
Socks.
socks. Do you think?
Do you think I should take back and?
If you can, I would, but if you can't, I would.
State the obvious.
That's me all over.
So I have tried to mirror them.
Yeah.
And it's quite easy. You just start further down the pattern, repeat.
Yeah.
But I've done the rib and the next, and like almost one repeat of the pattern.
Well done.
And I've tried him on, and I love him.
Mine's just a bit ridiculous, really.
I feel like there's a hole there though.
I'll show you how to deal with that.
Right.
Not now, I can't.
Yes.
The
Okay.
second one.
Oh, can I not stitch it?
You could go in and stitch it, but that's not, anyone would know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was, when I found,
Do you need the
no,
vodka? No.
when I found something I was looking for, I found this, which is pixie yarn in the rapscallion colourway. And I've had this for ages,
It's lovely.
wound in a ball. And I thought, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a Lizzie or a sock? And it said, sock, please.
Going mad.
I'm going, no, I didn't. I thought, I'm...
You weren't on morphine.
No,
Time.
no. This started...
Make sure I was on morphine and she thought she was having lunch with Elton John.
Yeah. No, I wasn't having... I didn't
And
actually...
it's actually going to happen.
I didn't... Oh, you made me stop. I didn't actually ask the yarn. I looked at it and I thought, no, you've only got socks you can't show.
Wow.
And what would a podcast be without a sock?
Without Rachel having a sock to show.
Yeah. Well, I do have some finished objects, but... So I started this twice, and this is what I knitted on Tuesday or Wednesday when I didn't really feel like doing any of my other knitting. And it's... I don't know if you'll be able to actually be able to see, or wait till next time when I've done a bit more. But it is these little clusters which show off the yarn quite well. And then in between is garter, rather than just having a purl back, like a reverse stockinette background. It's little rows of garter. And what I can't decide is, so there's in between, there's a few rows of stocking stitch. And I can't decide whether I should have done stocking stitch, a few rows of stocking stitch at the beginning, rather than having it coming out. But I planned it so that it would come out of the out of the ribbing.
I think at least one.
So
Round of
I
knit.
to rip back.
Yeah.
So it may never become anything. Do you
Well,
like
should
it?
do. I like
Do you like
it?
it? Yeah. So there, especially, you can see the garter. Hurting, Joe. Can you hold it close? Stretch it out. There's like the garter between the, and I think it's quite nice to have these yarns, patterns for this kind of yarn that you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You normally would just knit a vanilla or maybe something with a cable on, or something like that. And
yeah, no, it's nice. But I think you do need I mean, not necessarily to have it on. Would you knit another one though, or would somebody knit one to have as?
Do you think do a different yarn?
No.
Do a sock?
No, I meant there's no harm in not having the.
No, because I wanted it to come out of the twisted. That's why I did twisted rib. So it would be like the rib would be tight, and then you'd open the cluster would open up. I think it looks a bit weird. Where there's like a colour where there isn't one makes it look. And then when I did the second time, you can see.
Could you have carry on the twisted rib
each time?
Yeah.
That would mean you could.
I think that would look quite nice, and then you could just do. You could only have like 3 rows.
Yeah,
or something,
I think that's another pattern entirely.
Oh, right, okay.
This is from a book,
right?
And there is something like that. No, I think maybe you need to do a little bit more, and then make a decision.
Yeah.
And then if it's going to be a pattern, it might be different yarn.
Right.
So we'll see. But that's what's been on my. I can't remember what the first thing I tried was. Didn't work. Oh, it was yarn over essential Duchess yarn over staggered with reverse stocking stitch in between, and it didn't. Probably on a bigger needle, because my problem is that one of my yarn overs is always bigger than the other one, and it was much more pronounced.
You need to read Patty Lyon's book.
I do, yeah. Anyway,
Tips and tricks.
That's
Is it called her bag of tricks or
I don't know. I think so.
book of tricks?
Yeah. So that is what's in there?
My big leab.
Oh, have you done some?
Yeah. It's not very interesting. I've literally, it's stuck in there.
You're just proving that you've.
Yeah.
My back's really starting to hurt.
So, the last time I showed this, I thought I was ready to do the rib, and
you were not.
I was not. I tried it on, and I needed to do some more. So I've done an extra 2.5 inches, and now I'm going to do
Ribbing.
the ribbing.
How long's the ribbing?
It's 1.5 inches. But I think I'm gonna do
That many rows.
The rows that are there.
Yeah, that would be nice. And it's got sleeves.
And then sleeves.
Are you going to do short sleeves and then?
No, I'm not. I'm doing long sleeves.
Okay.
Oh, long sleeves.
I've got pink in this. I think I might have to knit a shawl.
Yeah.
If you wound it for me someday.
Yeah, it would
If I
make
can
it
find it, I
nice.
actually know where it is.
Make a nice shawl. So I tried it on. The yoke fits really well.
Oh, that's good.
So this is the Burgley by Isabel Kramer.
Her sweater I find fit really well.
Nearly I don't think I've heard a single person who's knit one of her sweaters it doesn't fit well. So Ruth's knitting a cardigan, and I'm very tempted to buy that pattern and knit it in the pink.
What pattern?
I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
Into the T, I think. But I was watching her, looking at her knitting.
Is it a patterned yoke? It's not a.
No, it's plain.
Plain.
Yeah.
Oh,
plain
the one with
cardigan.
the crew neck.
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like little thin rib.
Yeah. And I was just thinking that in the pink would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be very wearable.
Yeah.
So are you on gauge?
No idea.
And what size are you doing?
I think I'm doing the 5th size. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah.
Do you want to show? Have you got a picture? Oh, not a very good picture.
No, that's the best picture.
And you're not doing the...
I'm not doing, I might do the bit on the cuff, but I'm not doing it around the bottom.
Oh, is that around the bottom as well?
Yeah.
Oh, the cuff's really cute.
Yeah. I'm not doing the bit at the bottom of the...
Well, that looks cute as well. You've done too much ribbing.
I haven't started the rib yet.
Oh, that's really cute.
I could do it, I suppose. I've just gone on to the smaller needle.
Well, whatever you
Start
made
the
the
rib.
decision, so you know what you wanted. But
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to do plain cuffs
Yeah.
if I wasn't putting it on the bottom.
Yeah, so that's just, that's my evenings knitting.
Round and round.
Round and
Round and
round.
round. The knitter in the chair goes round.
And this is how much yarn I've got left of my big cake. That's probably 200 grams of yarn, more than that.
More.
Yeah.
I think it's about 400, probably 400 for the sweater.
Yeah.
So that's probably 300, yeah, probably more than that.
I'm probably going to have 100 grams
Yeah.
left over. So then I can knit with the pink and the blue. I can knit a Simon.
Yeah.
Or an Alexander.
Or a
Or a Rosie. Or a...
any of them.
Yeah.
No, that
No, but that's...
good.
the yarn's beautiful. The pattern's really good.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend. And it's in my very expensive bag from Rhinebeck,
Which you have to use all the
which
time.
I have to use all the time to make it worthwhile. I can't remember the name
Right.
of it.
What,
I'm trying to remember the name of the company, but it's...
how are we doing? 37.
What does that say?
Strung.
Out knits. But it was a farm and mill and whatever.
But do you remember the one from River Knits?
Yeah.
And the lady had spun the yarn. And, yeah.
I took that out the other day. I've got so
Woven
many
it, I
project
woven
bags. What I've done is I went through them all and I picked my favourites and I put my favourites in a bag
Right.
to use.
Yeah.
And then
Gradually you're going to get,
I don't know what I'm
Pass
going to
on
do
the
with
other
them,
ones.
but yeah, somehow.
take them to knit night. You never did that, did you?
No.
Right, let's move this along. Time for the giveaway for the 3,000 subscribers, which is, and it kind of coincided with our 8,000 followers on Instagram. So those are our latest things. So we bought for you guys this from Unwrapped Yarn.
It's a knitter's necklace and it's got 3 stitch markers,
and
little
the-
flowers.
and the hoop. So you can put more on
Yeah,
if
you
you
can
want.
add more. And it's like just a ring that you push down.
Carabiner.
Yeah, and it's on like a,
Oh, it's lovely.
it's like a watch chain, and then a bit of and a leather cord in the natural.
And they're the
And there's
one's pearly, pearlescent.
you've got a 2
pink, a lilac, and a gold.
Gold.
Very nice. We thought that was kind of neutral enough that everyone would like it. And then we have a skein of sugar and maple from Bevjoyk yarn, which is beautiful. And I haven't actually seen this before. It's very drapey for a... It's normal Rio
Sock
nylon
yarn,
sock
yeah.
yarn. And then all of
That's
that,
from my stash.
and this is a tea cake and make, who is Ruth's designer for April. So check her out, and that's her and her Etsy. Can you see it?
Yep.
On there. And this, we thought this star project bag looked great with all the colours. So that will all be winging its way to someone, and I don't know, what should we have as the thing to say to us?
What's your favourite?
3 favourite colours for 3K.
Yeah.
So yeah, comment below and tell us what your 3 favourite colours are. And we will pick a winner next.
How are we going to... You have to use the word favourite.
No, you just do them all. You just do it and then pick one.
Fine.
And then if the person hasn't commented, if you don't want the prize, we will send it anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Like that we legally can send stuff to. And we'll pick a winner
in 2 weeks' time.
When Jo gets back from the Isle of Man.
Right.
So acquisitions.
Just a very few acquisitions. I've got a few. Buy a bag?
No. I just have a bag of yarn.
Oh, right, okay. I've got a couple of skeins of yarn and a new bag and some of these.
Oh, that's not an acquisition. Sorry for the crinkling. This is the first thing I bought from Mamie and Florrie. So I bought this skein to do the Myloma socks in.
That colourway is Sea Urchins at Amble, and it's in the Adventure sock.
And then this popped into my basket.
Newborough Beach.
And then I bought the navy blue paillettes for something.
To go with it?
I don't know whether they're going to go with it or whether it needs to be with navy. I want to do a Lizzie, a navy blue Lizzie with the edge, but the edge just has the paillettes.
God, that's a lot of paillettes just for that. Well, no, I know you have to, but
they're only 112 meters.
Oh, right.
Which is a lot for that,
Yeah.
but then you can use it for other things. And then I bought yarn from another company. Sorry, I ordered for me and Jo.
We were auditioning colours.
We were auditioning colours for the Myloma sock. Sorry about that. That I just wanted. That's Kremke Stellaris in like a taupey rose gold colourway. And then these are, if you hold up you have to hold one for me. I think that one wasn't in the running. Or maybe that's the orange, actual orange paillettes. And then there's these two. We're actually thinking that this one is the one that we're going to go with. And then we got this. I got this for some reason. Because we were talking about ombre.
Yeah, that looks more orange to me. But I think that goes better with the sock yarn.
Yeah, so so Jo and I are going to sharing the sequins once I've knitted the socks.
But we're going to do a shawl with plain.
Yeah, so this is the yarn, the colourway for the shawl, and this is Peachy from Bird Street, and Claire.
You're going to use the same
wound. I was thinking about using 2, or maybe just a different one for the shawl.
Yeah,
that one for the shawl and that one for the. And it's going to be in the same stitch pattern on a crescent.
Yeah,
but this may not be, because this won't be enough to do every
pearl
rove of it.
Yeah.
So we would either have to do like an ombre across, So like, you know.
Are you doing a cowl?
No,
Or
I'm
shawl?
doing a shawl. I'm doing a one skein shawl, which is essentially going to be
I think you should order more of that.
a shimmering, beautiful page.
I think you should order some more of that.
Yeah. Is that the one I'm using? No, that's the one I'm using for the sock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a coral.
Yeah. Gold.
Very nice. And then this jumped into the basket. This is alpaca cashmere silk in, that one's called Peachy and this one's called Beauregard. And Claire gave me a little
gorgeous
progress keeper. And when she winds the yarn, you get a little hair slide. And oh, it's so lush. No, I think you'd see the texture. So that's that. What time is it? Time to hurry up. And then we bought some fluff, new fluff to try. Went from the same shop that I got the sequins from, which is Lindy Hobby. And Joe got 2 colours and I got 3 colours. But obviously you can share with me because.
How much did you get?
Loads.
How come you got so much and I only got 4?
Well, because you wouldn't talk. I was trying to get you to buy stuff and you said, oh, I'll share your sequins and I'll share your... Okay.
I didn't realise you were getting sweaters quantity.
I haven't. They're to go together.
Oh, right, okay. So you got
3 of each of those.
Right.
For a big Alexander.
Right. You only need 2. Oh, big Alexander, okay, fine.
And then 4 of those for something like it might be a rocket tee with. I was actually thinking of doing a rocket tee with those.
Nice.
So anyway, and this is called.
I'm doing a Simon.
This is called Sophio, and it's from Lana Grossa Yarns. And it is 60% merino, 30% cotton, and 10% cashmere. And it has the same meterage as mohair. So if you can't stand mohair,
yeah,
it would be perfect. And now I'm thinking about it. Well, but that would also look nice. Yeah. So Joe will put the colour numbers in.
Yeah. So mine is colour 30 for the pink and 26 for the mushroomy.
And there's many colours. Some of them are out of stock, but I think they're so big they regularly get stock in. And so the lighter green, the lighter green is 08. The olivey green is 32, and the I think this is like called cobalt, but it's lavender, is 34, number 34.
And I'm going to use a 3.5 meal with this. What are you going to use?
It says 3.5 to 4, so yeah, 3.5. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Very soft.
And then the only other thing I bought was some of the Prim, the set from Amazon of the Arlene colours.
I've got 2 sets of those.
Which have, is it carbon?
Yeah.
They've got a pattern apparently you can download.
It's this pattern.
Carbon technology. Oh, have you downloaded it?
Yeah.
It's the colourwork chart for that.
Yeah.
You could probably just use that to get. Yeah. So you get 3mm, 3.5 and 4mm needles. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what would be nice would be Freya on its own in one.
Yeah.
Freya Lizzie. Right.
And then I got this.
Oh yes. I was just going to say, this This is my latest, the newest colour of Yetis in Europe.
So I've wanted this for a while.
Yeah.
But she's not had it in the colour that I wanted. And I was watching...
Is that the colour you wanted?
Yeah. I was watching something on Instagram and it mentioned, or you might have mentioned Hohi bags to me. And I thought, I'm going to go and have a look.
Haven't looked for ages at
Yeah,
Hohi.
I'm going to go and have a look. And they've got a sale on. And so in the UK, there's a limit, I guess most places, there's a limit on how much you can pay for something abroad and have it shipped without paying duty on it. And I think that limit is £135 and it includes the postage.
Annoyingly.
And this...
That's very annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does that.
And with the exchange rate for the dollar, it basically was in pounds what the shipping and the bag was in dollars.
Yeah.
And Hohi ships DHL,
And you get it in
DHL,
and
it comes so quickly. So this is the Gardener tote.
Yeah.
And it's
We hope you've all heard of Hohi bags.
Yeah. And it came with a free pin badge.
Oh, that's nice, a little.
Yeah. And it's don't really know how to describe it. Slightly A-line. It's got a big bottom.
A-line?
Kind of goes...
Oh, right, okay.
Like the pamper buckets are all more straight.
Yeah.
And this is more A-line. And then it's got 8 pockets on the outside. I have to say, one comment, you could only just about fit an iPhone Pro Max in the pocket. It does fit, but it's...
I want one on the inside.
It's a stretch. But all my I've been carrying all of my whips around in there.
Perfect.
Apart from the Berg Lieb.
Oh, yes.
And I love it.
Yeah, very nice.
And it's got the handles.
I think she's got cranberry ones at the moment.
Yeah. The handles kind of are on rivets and they kind of, flex around.
That's good.
And
Can you get it on your shoulder?
No. I don't think I can get it on my shoulder.
No.
My arm's too fat. But it's lovely. I love it. I've been carrying it up and down the stairs with my stuff in.
That bit needs to...
It just needs a
push out.
Yeah.
I'm starting to seize up.
Right. Okay. And then the last thing's these.
Oh yeah. When we got the necklace for you guys, Joe.
Well, the reason we started looking was this.
Yeah.
I started looking at these for Easter. So we got an Easter treat each. I got a little bunny with a gold bunny with a yellow ribbon, Progress Keeper.
Yeah. And I got a cream egg, which looks a bit like a Scotch egg, and also a bit like a gone off avocado. But if you know what a cream egg is, then they are one of my favourites. I'm going to have one after we finish doing this.
And then Claire, we bought the necklace as well, and the lovely Claire from Unwrapped Yarn
gave us a little gift each.
Yeah, so we each got a little stitch marker
with
a little cardigan
with bunny sleeves,
bunny pockets.
Cuts out.
And she said on her note, the blue cardigan is for Rachel.
Oh, thank you, Claire. Your stuff these are incredibly intricate.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And I don't mean to dish your cream egg. I love a cream egg. So he's going to go on my sparkly socks. Yeah, so hope you've managed to entertain you for a while. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then we will pick the winner.
Yes. Hopefully we'll have a sneak peek of the big flock shawlette.
Yeah, and then that weekend the Benedict and Sophie socks will come out.
And then a couple of weeks later will be the goddesses.
Mm-hmm. Not the same weekend as when you get back. When you get back from Tenerife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
yes.
we haven't really worked out what we're doing with them yet, have we?
No.
But we'll get there. Right, everybody.
So we're going to go and upload this, set up the promotions.
If you're in the UK, enjoy the long weekend.
And happy Easter.
Yeah. Also, I think it's Passover.
At the same time.
Same time. So if you're celebrating that, wish you a very happy Passover. I don't know if you say happy Passover, but that's my ignorance. Apologies. And even if it's just a weekend when you spend it with your family and friends and you really get to relax for an extra day, because last weekend the clocks went forward and that just messes me around for a week. But
I sleep in the day, I sleep in the night.
Yes, so
but also if you are working this weekend,
yes,
we will be thinking of you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know your favourite colours.
Yeah.
And
3 of them.
Yeah. And we will start the next 2 years getting to 4K. No, we love our cute little community.
Yeah, we do.
So, you know,
some of the regulars pop up on the whip feed, and we know you're still here.
Yeah.
We hear from like people comment. Some people comment every single podcast, and we really love all of those.
Yeah.
We've had some beautiful comments this last time. Some of you bring a tear to our eye, and if we can just spend a little bit of time talking to a phone, spending time with each other, which we love, and making other people happy as well, then that's great.
Yeah.
And we will see you all in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Jo will have tales from the Isle of Man.
Yes, I'll have tales from the Isle of Man.
And if no tales,
I
she'll have
roll
knitting from the Isle of Man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure we'll have some tales. Right.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.
Happy knitting.
Bye.